Hello, everybody. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Once again, we are in Nashville, Tennessee. We're actually at the Prefab Airport, which is based on Portland, and we're going down to Mobile, Alabama today. So that is what we are doing. We're in the Marten truck. We've got the International LT. Love this thing with the combo that you see here. We're at the airport gates, and we're about to go in and pick up. You got a little Cessna 172, or actually that 182. And then you got an Antonov 124 and then a DC-10 out there on the ramp. So, and on the left you got a 7.3. That's pretty big. And that thing's taxiing right now. It looks like almost like a DC-4 or something over there on the left. So, let's go ahead and fire this baby up and get going. All right, parking brake comes in, and we are gonna put this thing into gear. We're using a automatic transmission in this particular vehicle today. Pull forward and wait for them to give us the all clear so we can go load up. Oh, there's an airplane touching down. How cool is that? That's actually really cool. Really, really cool. Insta stoppers though. Wow. Yes, we have arrived at our destination. We're not sure where we're supposed to go just yet. It is awfully loud out here, isn't it? We're going to this little white X right here. Oh, he's holding short for that airplane that just landed. Yeah, that's definitely an old DC-4 sitting over there. Or could be a DC-6. I'm not really sure. All right, let's see what we got here. We have the cargo market we're using today, and we're going to Mobile, so we are going to take computers. 19,885 pounds of that to the Walmart there. Cargo's ready to be loaded. Proceed to the loading area right there behind us. Okay, that's pretty straightforward, actually. We'll make it easy on ourselves since there's so much room out here on the ramp. We're going to make it much simpler than it needs to be, and so we can get the hell out of here and get on the road. That is what it's all about. Here we go. Happy Thursday to everybody. I hope your week is off, has been off to a great start, and we're almost there to the weekend, man. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. That Antonov 124 is just like the airplane that I worked on a long time ago. I actually have a vlog of it on my channel if you ever want to check that out, which it's really cool. All right, so where is our little spot right there? Yep, that'll work. On back we go with the trailer. Love the Marten combo. You know, we don't drive a whole lot of blue trucks. So when I saw this combo, I was like, yep, I want that. I definitely want that. There's a bunch of good combos out there, but this one was great. And we haven't driven the International LT in a while, so I figured it would be just perfect for what we're doing. We should probably have our flashers on for this. We are on an airport ramp, and that's actually a requirement when you're operating out here on the ramp. Here we go, just like so. Wait for that green. There we go. Parking brake in. Kill the engine. Have a look outside here, because I'm sure this is all going to look different. Well, maybe not. We'll go ahead and start loading the cargo. So we're loaded up at 1:30 p.m. That wasn't too bad. I think we're still going to be driving in the night before too long. Let's go ahead and fire this baby up. And we need to get out of here. Parking brake goes in. There we go. And we're going to get rolling into drive. Here we go, folks. How cool is that? Got to come visit the airport here in Nashville, and we are out of here. Like I said, it's the same prefab as what you would see in Portland, Oregon, so that's the reason why it looks like that, if you were wondering. All right, we'll come up here to the gate and let them know, hey, we want to get out of here. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. All right. Man, lots of stuff to talk about. Lots of great things and not so great things, but we're going to talk about all of it today. That is what we are going to do. All right. Like right in front of this terminal. I guess this is an airport terminal. Nah, this is a logistics area. Who are we kidding? All right, so Nicole's mom is in town. She flew in. My mother flies in on the 20th of February. So things have been a little hectic as far as scheduling goes. I'm trying to spend time with everybody while they're here. And also not forgetting about all of you guys that enjoy the content on the channels. First things first, if you guys don't know, go check out my subreddit. It is linked in the description below. When we have Q&As and we do things like that, that is where we're going to host those, as well as you can talk to me directly there. I do respond to as many people as I can over there on Reddit. Man, I don't like having our trailer on the railroad tracks. That is a little scary. So that is one thing. Another thing is a lot of people don't know I have a second channel. It is called Faviana Live. It's the archive of my live streams that I have on Twitch. So if you want to check out a live stream on Twitch, we stream everything. We even stream American Truck Simulator there. That is evening times, around 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. That's Tuesday through Friday and sometimes Saturday. If I stream on Saturday, it's either during the afternoon for the UK people, or it is later in the day, and we just have some fun on OCRP or something like that. So if you haven't checked out the second channel, make sure to do that. Now, I put out in the community page of the channel, been talking with you guys back and forth and getting a gauge for everything, and a lot of people don't know about that, and I'm really bad at doing self-advertisement. I don't tell you guys to like hit the like button and do this and this and this, because I'm like, you guys are smart enough to use YouTube. However, I do feel that I do need to let you know about the other channels and stuff, because other people were like, I didn't even know that existed, and they wanted to check it out. So I was like, all right, here you go. I'll let you know next time. So subreddit, second channel, those are all things, and everything will be linked in the description below if you want to check that out. Make a left here. Last time we talked about the coast to coast map mod. That is how we are able to drive on this side of the country, and big thanks to Marten for this particular mod. It is fantastic, and it's only gotten better. What are you doing, Ford Taurus? He totally was gonna go. He's like in the middle of the intersection. That's actually realistic. I've seen people down here in Florida do that all the time. They get caught out in a intersection like that, and man, oh man, oh man. Let's get on the highway here. I did turn on, I believe it's called adaptive automatic transmission. That way it will actually not shift so early all the time. Let's get in the middle lane here. I think we have to get in the right lane before too long anyway, so we'll see. Not a lot of traffic on this particular road as of right now. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get over. This is our exit anyway. It is indeed. So those are the main things. Big thanks to Marten for this mod. I absolutely love it. It's come a long way. It really has. We did a live stream, and I got to explore some more of the map, and I'm pretty impressed with it. Like, honestly, it is pretty impressive what he has done. All right, we'll get on the highway here. Watch out for cars. We got a truck. Yep, we're good. Perfect timing. All right, so now we should be south on 65. We should, because it's a odd number. And this should take us all the way to Mobile. All the way down there. And remember, it uses prefabs and all that, so you're not going to get to see the battleship. You're not going to see things that you know and love about Mobile. I've actually taken the tour of the battleship there. I used to drive through that town all the time when I would go to Pensacola and visit my family there. My grandma lived in Pensacola for a long time, and in St. Louis I would do the drive down, and I would go through like Hattiesburg and things like that. Please don't get in this lane, car. Thank you very much. I'm gonna get around Ryder.
Keep left.
We'll keep left. Hopefully the truck isn't gonna decide to make a last minute change on us. No, he's good. Sweet. That's what I like to see. All right. Love the sound of this truck. It's very nice. It's just comfortable to drive. I've driven it in VR, and it's just, it's a real joy. All right, south 65 towards Huntsville. But you can see with all the new DLCs that have come out, we have so many more assets being added to the coast-to-coast map, and now the coast-to-coast doesn't seem so dead. You know, before it used to just be a grass texture on the side of the road. Now we have hills and trees, and it looks much better. Much better indeed. Just gotta hang out in the right lane for right now. We don't need to be in that left lane. They're picking up the speed anyway, so that works out for everybody. What a beautiful day to be driving down Highway 65. And Marten had to put all this stuff by hand. I mean, it's truly incredible. Got a rest area coming up. Nice. Nice. So, we're almost to the Alabama state line, yeah, there it is right there.
Keep left.
Alabama the beautiful. Keep left. Okay. Yeah, see, that's, oh, what are you doing? That car in the last second was like, I don't want to get off here at the rest area. Instead, I want to continue on. Remember prefabs, folks, so that's why you're going to see like Florida flags. You're going to see all weird stuff that you don't normally, not Florida flags, but different flags from different states and assets from those, but I still think it's great. I've noticed one thing, not just on my channel and everybody's channel for the most part on YouTube, is that whenever tragedy strikes, it seems like everybody pulls together and then they just start shouting it in your comment section, which, when you really think about that, a comment section like this, keep left. Never mind, this is not our exit. We're not going to Huntsville. We're going this way towards Decatur. The consensus is a lot of people pull together, and imagine in real life you had a bunch of people just together just shouting the name of the person that was involved in a terrible tragedy or something like that. That's what you get out of that. Now, one of those was, Kobe Bryant in that helicopter crash. That was absolutely terrible and tragic. And I do get that, but I don't make videos on it and stuff like that, and I don't want to bring attention to something like that in a group. If you believe in any bit of law of attraction, you don't want to bring that stuff around you. And not to mention, I think somebody would do a much better job of giving a tribute to that person than I ever would. I'm not a basketball fan or anything like that. So with those things being said, one of the biggest tragedies I think we have ever seen, at least in my lifetime, besides like 9/11 or something, has been the Iranian plane crash, the 737-800. What was that? Kuwait Airways or something like that? Airlines? That was shot by the Iranian government. I find that so incredibly tragic. That is, 140 people on board. I think like 60 people were Canadian. And that's kind of just hush-hush. I haven't seen anybody say anything about that in my comments section. But that's the American media for you, that we're getting, the Kobe stuff pumped at us, but no one's talking about that stuff that happened. And perhaps maybe there's a detachment there because it's in a different country, but I can assure you that is equivalent to the United States military shooting down a Southwest airplane of people. I mean, could you even imagine how terrible that would be? So I think we have witnessed one of the biggest tragedies besides like 9/11 or something in my entire life recently, and no one's talking about it. I find that crazy. But, that's just how it all goes. But yes, of course I find that stuff very tragic, and I'm very, very sorry for the families affected by all those tragedies. but it's not my place to make videos on that stuff and to make tributes towards those sort of things. I find that you can easily offend somebody rather than have a good heart behind it. That's happened in the past, but that's something that I always find interesting. Oh man, we got pulled over and that truck did not slow down or move over. Well, he couldn't anyway because I was here. So that's the reason why I've been getting people asking me questions about that, so I figured I would clear that one up. I would clear it up. You know, what's funny is I've been having fun with X-Plane before the new sim comes out, and been doing some landing challenge videos. We did like St. Bart's. Yep, going straight on. Did St. Bart's. We've done Courchevel recently, and it's always so funny. I guess people think that those airplanes land at those airports, and they're like, you did this wrong, or you should have done this and this. It's like, you realize that you can't fly a 737 into Courchevel, France. You just can't do it. It can't be done in real life. So that's the whole idea behind the landing challenge videos. You're throwing airplanes that could never do that in real life if their life depended on it. And you're seeing if you can do it in a simulator. So there's that. But I have been finding those pretty amusing. Montgomery and Mobile this way. We're outside of Birmingham, I think. Birmingham Industrial Zone. Every time we come down here to the south, I gotta start talking like this. Like Wall Button. I am excited for Speed Weeks coming up here at Daytona. Big news. iRacing got a huge sponsor, and that is Coca-Cola. That is humongous, and I think that their prize for their esports is up to $300,000 now for their Peak Series.
Keep left.
Which is truly incredible, and I know it's been ruffling feathers with lower tier drivers and different motorsports about the esports thing, and apparently NBCSN will be picking up some of those races, the esports. You'll see iRacing on NBCSN before too long, which they've tested before in the past. I think it's awesome for the guys that Ray Alfala and Michael Conti and all those guys have been doing it for so long. There's so many of them, so many names. They've been doing this so long to try to get NASCAR to notice them, and now they did. So congrats to all the drivers that are in the Peak Series and are getting recognition for their talents there. A lot of work that goes into each race. They have their own, they have to build their own setups, and it's a very, very, very competitive esport. It is indeed. All right, we're gonna turn our main headlights on now. I told you, we're probably gonna be driving into the night here. By the time we get to Mobile, it might be night. How are we on fuel? We're good on fuel. This thing sips gas, man. With this automatic. I know it's not gas, it's fuel, it's diesel. All right, let's turn on our windshield wipers. We're driving in some rain here. Getting all sorts of fun stuff. Okay, get back in this lane now. Unless it just becomes an exit or something like that. Oh man, it's really coming down. Holy cow. Driving into a storm. I love the mirror placement on this thing too. So I know a lot of people don't like the nose mirrors on trucks, but I'm trying to do with the Marten look here, I'm doing the whole company truck look. So we're gonna be doing some company runs. I've got a bunch of different livery packs I downloaded for I don't know, you'll see, like Saya and RL carriers and things like that. And we're gonna do combo truck packages like that before too long to really check out the coast-to-coast map, where it's at now. right, everybody slowed down big time here, and we did too, but now we can get back up to speed. All right. Much better. North to Atlanta on 85. Well, we don't need that. You should always slow down in the rain anyway. My rule of thumb is I usually slow down 5 miles per hour under the speed limit whenever it is raining really hard outside. It's just something I learned a long time ago. I've been involved in a car accident that involved stopping distance in the rain, and I will never ever put myself in a situation like that again. Because I'll tell you what, whenever you need the brakes in the rain, speed is not your friend there. And technology in vehicles has really increased. You know, it's getting much better. I don't know what that car's doing. He's trying to race me onto the highway. I could have gotten over, but man, there was so many cars in the left lane. All right, Walgreens, we got to figure this out. 40 miles an hour and a 65 is not going to work for us today. And he is not getting off the highway. We're going to wait for a time to get over. Let's see if anybody lets us over. I don't think he's going to. Maybe after this next car. Some of the scenarios in this game... Oh, okay, no. I think we're just hitting... Is it rush hour already? Oh, yeah. Rush hour traffic. That's what all this is about. Okay. We need to get over to get around this truck, though. I mean, he's going slow. Mobile in the left lane. You got it. Nobody will let us over. It's just like real life. I'm gonna have to get aggressive here in a minute. With this Hummer. Come on over. There you go. Dodge Charger had to give it up. No, I would never do something like that in real life, but hey, it's a sim and I don't want to be sitting behind these trucks forever going that slow. Look at the line of traffic here. Oh man, yeah, it is definitely rush hour traffic. Oh, we got an accident up here. All right, come on over, buddy. It's every other car. The zipper, the zipper. So much for the zipper. Mustang was like, nope, that's mine. Yeah, I see you, officer. We're moving through, or trooper. That's somebody just had an overloaded trailer, it looks like. Get over here. There we go. So I think this weekend I might put a video out on... Oh, this lane ends, okay. On the new the AI for iRacing. They have it at Daytona and Talladega now, and I really want to try it out. What are you doing? Go! Go, dude! Wow. And of course, you're trying to pass on the right. Boy, if that's not realistic, I don't know what is. That's how they do it. And we had our own lane. I just don't know what he was doing. Okay. It's all right. We'll get back up to speed now. You know what's funny is that like this is exactly how people act whenever it rains. A lot of places. Like it'll be dry and then you drive into rain and everybody just smashes the brakes. They're like, oh my God, rain. No, not rain. 113 miles to Mobile. I believe the locals call it Mobile. But like, you know, the thing that would hang above a baby's crib or whatever, isn't that called a mobile? I believe so. Get in this lane because I don't want to risk it in the right. I don't know when that lane ends. But it'll be alright. We'll get up to speed, no problem. Look at these computers where they need to go. its butt off on this run, I must say. But the AI in iRacing is starting to look pretty darn good, man. Pretty darn good. In other news, looks like... Oh, hello. It looks like the NASCAR Heat Series has a new developer. Monster Games is no longer making NASCAR Heat. They made a tweet about it yesterday, actually. So we don't know who is going to take it over. Although motorsport.com had said something about the future of the NASCAR Heat games. So I don't know who's in charge of that. A lot of people think 704 Games is the developer, and they're not. They are the publisher. The developer is Monster Games. And Monster Games announced the other day that Tony Stewart's Sprint Car Racing is coming out, which is pretty cool. Love sprint cars. I've done plenty of that in iRacing. I think I did a couple videos on it on my, might be on my live channel or something, but it's tough stuff, man. But you know, I really like seeing a dirt car racing game, like sprint cars and stuff. I like seeing that on consoles and stuff because it brings in, you know, new people to the sport. And I'll tell you what, you go to a local track, a dirt track, and you're going to have a lot of hands-on experience with the sport that you wouldn't get with other series, which I think is really, really cool. Oh, wait, we're not exiting. The road just splits. Oh, I gotta get over, though. This guy is on the side of the road. Oh, we got another accident ahead. Here we go. Well, everybody's wrecking out on this road today, I'll tell you that. Holy cow. That's because it's raining, man. Yeah, I know. Moving forward. Oh, look at that. It was a car fire. They're working in the rain. Alright, let me get back in our lane here. I've seen quite a few accidents on this road. So with the coast-to-coast map, you know, with the map rescale they did a while back, SES did, so Coast to Coast had to move to that as well. I mean, to go from coast to coast is going to take you forever. I mean, hours of your real life time, so keep that in mind. I'm watching this van. I'm not sure what he's really doing. Here we go. We got a little brown Cybermobile there. Somebody had said something on an older American Truck Sim video I did, and I said, you know, I don't tend to drive on the left side of the road because, you know, the white line's the white line of death, and you're taught to not drive on the right side of the road. But I drive on the left side of the road unless there's somebody on the side of the road. Does that make sense? Like, I'd rather stay to the right and avoid a head-on crash of somebody texting or something. But if there's a car on the side of the road, of course I'm going to move over. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to slow down. That's what I do. But as far as my placement of driving, I get a lot of people that notice that I drive to the right side of the lane. I didn't used to do that. I mean, I've been driving for a long time. I didn't used to drive that way. I had to adapt my driving style ever since all these clowns started texting and driving. I do not text and drive. I do not look at my phone when I'm driving. I just, you know, if I'm doing music or something, you know, do that at a stoplight. But the other day I was at a light, and the guy sitting at a green arrow, messing on his phone, and I did a little small horn, like a little honk, you know, nothing like aggressive, not a long horn. He flipped out. And I'm like, and it was just crazy. I was like, what are you doing, man? You're gonna get upset at me because you're not paying attention. Put your damn phones down. It's not that difficult. All right, we're in Mobile. I assume we're gonna take 10 to the east, but I don't know.
Keep left.
It's saying to keep left, so I'm gonna do that. Yep, 10 towards Pensacola. That is correct. We're not going to Nolans, and we're not going to Gulfport. We have made it to Mobile. That wasn't too bad of a drive, other than, you know, the surprise
Keep right.
stops that we had.
Right.
All right, we're exiting up here on the right. You got it. Towards downtown Mobile.
Exit right.
We're going to the Walmart, which is right up here on the right. Nice. It's not too shabby.
Turn right.
Okay, we'll turn right, y'all. Watching this cement truck. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. Nobody coming from the left? Nope. No sirree, Bob. There's a Volvo dealership over here. That's cool. All right. Where's the fun drop to? Volvo dealer discovered. Yes, it is indeed. This is where we're going. Wait for this car. Another one coming. Oh, he didn't let me go. Thank you. What a kind soul you are. Thank you very much. Yes, we have arrived at our destination. Flashes are on. Put our wipers on medium. They don't need to be slamming back and forth the whole time. Back here to the drop-off zone. I had a feeling it was going to be at night when we got here, and it was. And then on top of that, it's pouring rain all the way down here. Okay, where are we dropping this trailer? Right there? Okay. It's not so bad. A lot closer than you think it is. That is for certain. Like this. Set our trailer up like that. That should be pretty good. And it seems to be the case. All right. On back we go, folks. There we go. Watch that right side. Wonderful. Give ourselves a little bit more room here. We have a nice entry to the dock. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. That was the lightning strike right when we looked outside. Damn, dude. That was crazy. I might have not turned hard enough for that. Okay. Screwed it up. I've been on a roll. On my live streams, I've been dropping trailers really well lately. Not today. Yeah, I know, you big scary storm. You big scary storm. There we go. We'll be good now once we pull up here. Straighten out. There. Put those on that line there. I think this is one of the drops that you can actually bump the dock. I think. All right, now we just roll out here and straight. We'll be okay. There we go. Let's see if we can bump the dock here. Oh, I think we can. You can bump it, but it's not green. Let's hold pull up forward a little bit. There we go. Wonderful. Flashes off. Park and brake. It's good. Wipers. Turn those guys off. Fill the ignition. And we have made it here. Let's go ahead and drop. Wasn't the greatest drop off, but you know, we did it. 404 miles, 9 hours, 30 minutes, 55.3 gallons of fuel consumed. How about that? So, real fast, I'll show you the map again. For those of you that are new to the coast-to-coast map, you can see where we just drove from Nashville down here to Mobile. We've explored all of this area here so far. But I think we should probably start heading up into Texas. There's so much of Texas we haven't seen yet, which would be really cool. Down here would be, you know, nothing for the most part, but we saw these little tiny roads and everything connected together is where he's putting a lot of the effort into all of that. So let's go to my profile. I'll show you exactly what I have going on with my mods. I'll go to the mod manager here. And you will see we've got realistic graphics mod at the top by FRKN64. There's the International LT, the SISL add-on on top of the LT itself. There's the Marten Transport combo skin pack, True Mirror FOV, SCS 53-foot trailer skin pack. That's what I'm using for like the Swift and the Crete and all that. The Kenworth W990 we've used by Harvin. Big thanks to Harvin. That's such a cool truck. Freightliner FLD 2.1 by Oddfellow. The SCS International Lone Star reworked sounds. Peterbilt Danger ATS. We can just remove that one. We're not using that one anymore. True Blue emergency vehicle beacons. Realistic headlights. Real engine sounds for the Kenworth trucks. Sound fixes pack 20.3. That's always updating. DP's realistic traffic. That's how I get the traffic that I do. Icons exclamation mark is the one that a lot of people ask about. That's how you remove the floating icons and you just get the white lines on the ground. No boundaries, so you don't have those X's. Improved trains 3.3 for ATS. That's the 379X. All that's good to go. I don't really use that too much anymore. Oversized load, SISL's mega pack. That is what, these are things that I use to get all the little goodies inside the cab of the truck. Wilson Old Cattle Pot Ownable. We're going to do that soon. SISL's trailer pack, USA. The replacement for the trailer pack. Real company logo 3D. That's how you get all the real companies. Real Tires Mod Trailers Edition and Real Tires Mod. And then I put Coast to Coast version 2.10.3 at the very, very bottom. When I'm testing to see if it works, I throw it at the very, very top like I talked about last time. But if it works fine and I have no problems, then I just put it down here at the bottom and it's good to go. So everything else loads right on top. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm using for mods. You can see a bunch of other stuff. These are the livery packs I was talking about that we're going to be using soon enough. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.